Okay, guys, so this is another trade update. This is USDCHF. This is the harmonic scanner, the human scanner at its best, basically picking up harmonic trade patterns. Right, so we take a look at this here. This is a bearish continuation of this bearish trend. It's the bearish Cypher pattern, right? Basically, I'm projecting that the pattern will be completed. And why I also support, why I also propose this is because that 76.8 level is exactly this resistance area here, where you see prices actually reversing at these points here. All right, so if I show you on the 4 hour, probably get a better view. All right, so what happened with this here? This is USDCHF. It is in a huge triangle, right? And it consolidated at the top of the triangle a fair bit in this zone, and then it broke out on the downside. Now, there are two triangles within this. Let me see if I could get this to show accurately. Give me a second. Right, if you look at it, this was an old trade setup here. All right, so if you look at it, you see that this line here is a side resistance, right? And that became side support, right? It's currently at that support level. So we are looking at this side resistance, this diagonal resistance here, right? We're looking at this. And so the blue line is where price is projected to go up towards, right? So price has been ranging in this area here. It's currently resting as on this line as support. This line is acting as support right now. So what I projected was for it to go back in a buy. It has done that, right? But it has done that in the form of this bearish pattern, Cypher pattern I'm showing you here, right? So it found support there, and it wants to go up to at least the blue line to act as to test this previous support level here, right? If it is, we go in a lower time frame. You see it more clear. All the Fibonacci ratios satisfy except for the fact that I'm looking for it to go towards the D. So right now it's at the middle here, between the C and D. If you go and you search for bearish harmonic patterns, what I could show you is the bearish Cypher harmonic pattern. Is now, you might see me post a harmonic pattern and you'll be like, well, how it is I could pick up these patterns? But at the end of the day, it's not necessarily that I know exactly what the patterns exact measurements are. It's just that when my eye picks up the form of a pattern, I go and I check the reference, and then I see that yes, this is satisfying that. Because if you look at it, right, we're looking at X to A, right, and the retracement here, right, A to B has to range, X to B has to range between to the 8.2 and 61.8, right? If you go here, you'll see that here. Right, then we're looking at A to C must range between 113 and 141.4. That is the case here, right? Then this B to D must be range between it must range between 1.4 272 and 200, which is the case. And then the last one is X to D must range between 78.6. Well, the B to D hasn't formed yet, right? It hasn't formed yet. So nor is the X to D, because that is the part I'm projecting, right? But the X to B and the A to C has already formed. So this X to A to B to C has formed. Now, so I'm suggesting that this C to D is what is taking place now, right? And so if once it goes to that D point, it will satisfy this harmonic pattern, which then is suggesting that the price is about to go down after it hits that blue line. It's about to go down all the way back down to the C level. Okay. Change the color back. All right, and let's see how much pips is that. Well, from where it is right now, if you zoom into where it is, right? From where it is right now, you see that it's about about 64 pips, right? And from the D point to the back down to the C point is another, to the take profit level is another 175 pips. So what we are seeing here is a total of 175.2 pips plus 60, what was 60? Get again. 175.2 plus 63.5, right? 532, 235, 238.7. 238.7 pips we've seen here. Right? This is the opportunity we're looking at. Right? So I'm about to post the trade idea in the Telegram group. And I look forward to seeing you catch some pips. We said 1,000 pips for this week we are aiming for, and we are going to get that done. I'm really excited about that because it's not just about a single person getting that, but it's an entire group of people getting that, and that's powerful, right? My philosophy is help your network prosper, and you will prosper. All right, so let's get it. If it is you need any help with the trade, do let me know. So the take profit level is 0.98157. And the stop loss in this case, if we set it up here, right, I will take trade like that, market execution, right, and then I will put a stop loss to maintain my 3-to-1 minimum 3-to-1 ratio, right. If it is price tries to find this area of support, I want to bring it a bit lower. So I will have it like around, just about around here. Price did come back and test and found here as a support, just as it did here, right? So I don't expect it to come back quite down here before it goes up, right? So I'm putting a stop loss of just about 20 pips for that 65.3 pips, and then after that, right? So the stop loss will be 0.97304, and the take profit will be 0.98159. All right. I'm actually updating that. So those of you who know our setup, you know how to access that. Okay, let me just modify something. All right. I think we have. Okay, and then the cell. I'm looking at the cell is. I'm looking at taking the cell here. Right, I'm looking for it to go all the way down here. And I'm looking at a stop because I think this is a strong resistance. I'm looking to put small stop loss. I'm not looking to put more than 25 pips, right? See, my risk reward is not necessarily fixed, but my stop loss, my ratio is a minimum. It's a minimum amount. It's not when it comes to my decision making. When it comes to setting up a trade, I don't go under a risk reward of 2 to 1. My sweet spot is 3 to 1, and I look to set trades. I look to catch trades at boundaries, support and resistance boundaries. So I could put smaller stop losses, right? And I could get a higher risk reward ratio. That's how I increase my risk reward ratio. I don't just increase it by just saying, all right, I feel it will go more, right? I position my trades such a way that my stop losses are typically behind major support and resistance levels. Because if it's a major support or resistance level, then it's like a fence protecting the trade from passing over the fence. And so therefore, I expect the trade not to go too far behind this line here. All right, so take a note of that. That's very important to your trading success. And I will see you catching those pips. Let's get it. Get some music for that. Let's go.